This is a chart request for the Ergo blockchain, ticker ERG. Overall, it's not the worst chart that I've seen lately, but it's definitely not one of the best. And it is still inconclusive. You cannot say with conviction if the correction is even over for Ergo. Why? First of all, if we look at the visible range profile, you see that we have a cluster of buyers and sellers at the 170 mark, more or less. Okay? It means that the majority of the buyers and the sellers are clustered at $1.70, which means that this level is resistance for Ergo. And before we can even consider a buy along on Ergo, it has to get above this level and it has to be very convincing. Okay? You can see that it is barely above the 50-week EMA, and the 50-week EMA is also a yardstick for an asset if it's bullish or bearish, and it's very inconclusive at the moment. Now, even if Ergo will get above the 170, it has another high volume node, another cluster at 313, and between 426 to 560, let's say 530. Okay, so it needs to break above all these levels, and currently on the chart it is inconclusive if it will even get there, much less if it has a chance of recreating its former all-time high. If we are looking at the momentum indicator, the RSI, you can see that it made a high on April 10. The high was at around $2, and currently it is sitting below $2, but the RSI is at a much more elevated level, which is a hidden bearish divergence. The meaning of the hidden bearish divergence in simple English is that this asset doesn't generate enough momentum, it doesn't generate enough interest or demand from the market, and it puts the whole bullish perspective on Ergo in doubt. Now let's move over to the daily. Let's look at the daily. On the daily, it looks a lot better, especially since let's say the beginning of December. Since the beginning of December, it has some bullish price action. Let's look at the EMAs. Okay, the short-term EMAs are also above the long-term EMAs. This is the orange is the 21, the blue is the 50, and the 200 is in green. Let's say that if it will make it above the 182 resistance, and if it will do it in a convincing fashion, then maybe it will be considered bullish and maybe it will be considered a buy. But the truth is that Ergo has a lot of hurdles it needs to get over before being bullish. And frankly, I think there are better offers in the market right now. And I'm saying this just from a chart perspective. I don't mean to be negative about this project, but as charts go, there are better charts. So you need to consider that before going into Ergo. That's all I have for you on Ergo. I hope it helps, and I will see you in the next video.